Hiya, it's me again, Sheila. So my last video was Tattershall Lakes, and it's been a few weeks since I did the vlog, so I thought I'd do another video. I've just got out the bath, so I'm looking a bit plain Jane right now. I haven't got any makeup on, I've got no eyebrows on, but I just thought I would keep it bare on myself, and I thought I'd do a video tonight and basically explain what's been going on with myself and stuff. So I've been out the loop a little bit. Oh, my bloody hair, just wait a minute, my bloody hair is like all over the place. I've just had it recently cut again. I don't know why I bloody grow it, because I end up just having it cut anyway. I prefer it short, so that's it. But I've got a piece that just wants to stick out there. So like I said, I've been out the loop a little bit, and I've not wanted to be, but there's been a reason why for that. And I don't know if you can remember, a while ago, I think I mentioned it in a video, I was waiting to have some like tests done, because I was having problems with my hands and things, and I was getting in pain and I was sleeping a lot. Now, rewind back to last year, and this is going to be a bit of a, like a talky video. So rewind last year, September. I noticed that when I was carrying things, like mostly from the car boot and things, I was getting quite bad pains in my elbows. And very stiff, and every time I carried something, it was in my elbows. And I just thought, wear and tear in my arms, and I just ignored it. And then a few months later, I noticed that I felt like I had like a pulled muscle in my right arm, and it was really, really painful, and it lasted 7 weeks. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And in that 7 weeks, it spread down my arm into my hands. And then I noticed bit by bit it started, it's weird because it started in my arm, went into my hands, then it went into my left arm, then it went into my knees, then it went into my feet, and it was just like a concession of, different parts of my body starting to work. And my hands started hurting that much, I actually went down to the hospital. And because at that time I was still seeing my endocrinologist, trying to get down to why I was having these hot flushes, they wouldn't really see to me. And also when I was having the pains in my hands, there was also burning as well. So as I had the pain, it was burning as well. And she said to me, it sounds like you've got like a nerve problem. Now, the endocrinologist told me that he suspected I could have something wrong with my nerves. So the endocrinologist couldn't really work out while I was having these hot flushes. So bit by bit over the year, it kept getting worse and worse and worse, and it was just like I say, concession things, pains in my hands, pains in my feet, pains in my knees, it burning, feeling tired all the time, just migraines, hot flushes, just a concession of different things happening to me. Really, really bad, severe depression, and I am not a depressive person at all. I'm quite a happy-go-lucky person. My husband suffers with depression, so I could sympathise, but until I started suffering with it, oh my god, it completely took over my life. Now I'm going to go into some serious talky right now, so if you don't like this kind of thing, I would stop watching the video. I got so severely depressed, I actually literally wanted to slice the skin off my face. And one day I was at the sink and I was washing the pots, and I actually wanted to get the knife and slit my own throat. And I was like, the doctors was really, really concerned about me. But I was trying to, deal with it in my own way. And, my husband decided to get a little TV and put it, where our settee is, we've got like a little stand, so I put the TV on there, and he would sit there playing computers when I had time. Because I love God of War, and I used to sit there playing that when I felt down, or listening to music, because I love music, I like to sing. And that did help a lot, you know, help relieve some of the depression, because sometimes it just felt like I was in a deep dark hole, and I felt like I couldn't get out of it, and I didn't really want to push my problems onto my family. I was just trying to deal with it myself, because then I was dealing with the pain. And my legs, when I was walking, they felt like bricks, and then sometimes when I was getting up, my legs were shaking like that, and I had to sit down again because my legs didn't want to work, and then I would get back up, and then my legs didn't want to work, so I'd have to sit down. And I just used to say to AD, just leave me to it, I'll get up. And then I started suffering with like vibrations through my hands and through my legs, and then when I had pain in my hands, I was getting like tingling in my hands, and it was just bit by bit, it was just increasing and increasing and increasing, and nobody would really help me at the doctors. It was always, oh no, we don't know what's going on, we just need to get the pain under control. So they started giving me painkillers, cocodamol, dissolvable ones, and then I just had enough, and I went back to the doctors, and I saw my doctor, my own doctor, and I said, look, I've had enough of this pain, you need to do something about it. So I was referred probably 5-6 months ago. I probably have my results now, a couple of months, if that. So they referred me to a rheumatologist, and I didn't see the rheumatologist for 5 solid months. So I went to see the rheumatologist, and I'm really funny with meeting new people, and I wanted to tell him everything that I had wrong with me. I ended up fucking it totally up, clamming all up, and I basically told him that I had problems with my hands. And then he said to me, does anything swell? And I said no, like a fucking git, because when my hands irritate, my knuckles swell and they go all red, and also my knees swell as well. And I'm like, I told him no, and I'm like, what the hell? I just felt so uncomfy, it made me feel uncomfortable, and I don't know why, because he's a doctor, and I felt when I get uncomfy, I clam all up. And so he just asked me a few questions, and then he tested my reflexes, and my right foot is constantly giving away, and he was like twisting my right foot, and I was like crying because I was in so much pain. And then he was like, I can tell you now that you ain't got rheumatoid arthritis. He says, I can tell you that you have got tennis elbow in both your elbows. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, how did I ever get that? And he really didn't explain much to me. And he just said you need like stretching techniques to like help it, which has not helped it at all. I'm still getting it. And then he said to me, your doctor suspects that you've got fibromyalgia. Now, I've been talking to somebody that I know for ages, which is Lindsay McGurk. I've known her years, and she's got fibromyalgia. And I'm also in like a group as well to do fibromyalgia, which has been a really big help to me. And she was like saying to me, it sounds like you've got fibromyalgia, and I was like suspecting that myself. So the rheumatologist said to me, your doctor suspects that you've got fibromyalgia. And I says, do you think I've got fibromyalgia? And he goes, yes. He said, this is the route that I think we're going to go down, he says, with you. He says, we think it's probable that you've got fibromyalgia. He said, there's nothing we can do for you. We just need to get you on some pain medication, and for you to be able to sleep, because for a good, like nearly, in September, for nearly a year, I've barely slept. Not at night, but in the day. In the day, I am wide awake. And I know you can say that, yeah, because I'm sleeping in the day, that's probably why you're awake at night. But I only sleep for a little while in the day. And so he said to me, it's, you know, it's probable fibromyalgia. When I came out, I felt like I had more questions than answers. I felt very, very agitated and very uptight. I just felt like, you know, I'm saying that, you know, like, we can't really help you just need to get, you know, like, your pain sorted out. For a couple of weeks after, I just felt so bloody down, and, you know, then obviously we got my dad's diagnosis of dementia, so that's not helped, because when you've got fibro, you get quite stressed, and stress sets the pain off, so that's not good. So I've been having to deal with that as well. So they wanted to put me on amitriptyline, and I decided not to go on it. Amitriptyline is a depression tablet. And when I had to go back to the doctors recently because I'd been in pain 6 days constant, day and night, all day and night. I was in absolute agony in my hands. It just would not stop. And she said to me, oh, you need to take your amitriptyline. And, you know, I don't want to take it because I don't want to get addicted to depression tablets. She says, yeah, it's a depression tablet, but it also, the sensors in your brain, so I've just put my finger over the lens, it like dulls it, so it helps dull the pain. But no, I don't really want to take it because I've heard so many horror stories about it as well, because it also can make you very, very, very groggy, and at the best of times I'm groggy. So I mean, and dealing with the fibro brain as well. The other week I tried to put my handbag in the bloody fridge, which I found very, very funny. So, you know, I feel like I'm still in the dark quite a bit. I'm not happy with how the whole rheumatoid arthritis person went. Pardon me. You know, that could be some of my own fault by not telling him. But I'm thinking about going to the doctors and asking for a second opinion because I'm just not happy. And I'm sure there's something else that they can give me. I mean, most people, I mean, fibromyalgia is quite a taboo subject. It's very, very hard to diagnose in the UK. The tiptoe around the subject, because my endocrinologist was tiptoeing around the subject. You know, it was like, oh, you could have nerve problems. And then when I mentioned fibromyalgia, it was like, he said, doctors don't really like to talk about that. So yeah, it comes with many, many issues. And I mean, I'm a big girl. I've been big most of my life. And even though I'm big, I am quite an active person, really active. And it has slowed me down a hell of a lot. And it pisses me off because I'm trying to push myself. But when you've got fibro, you know, the more you push yourself, the more you get in pain and the more it causes trouble. But I still try and push myself. And it don't always work out to my advantage because then I end up getting in pain for days and days and days and days and days. And it is awful when your hands are just aching off, your feet are aching off, cramping your toes, burning in your knees, burning in your hands, your husband rubbing it and it's not helping. So yeah, it has changed my life dramatically. And like I say, I'm still battling it, I'm still trying to carry on. So it is difficult for me. You know, some days I want to do videos, but some days I'm in that much pain, I just don't want to. And I feel like I'm neglecting my channel. But, you know, I don't want to neglect my channel because I really enjoy doing my videos. But, you know, just some days I'm in bloody agony and it's a pain in the freaking arse. It really is. And like I say, I got a letter and it was saying that I had like tender points all in through my body and it was probable fibromyalgia. And like I say, when I went to the nurse, she was like, yeah, she says you have got fibromyalgia, and she says you want to try and find a support group in your town, and we have got a fibromyalgia support group in our town. She says because talking to other people, and you know, other people have got, you know, like different coping strategies and different ways they deal with the pain, and she goes, it may be good for you to talk to other people and get ideas and tricks off them, you know, with coping with the pain, because I don't cope with the pain very well. Sometimes I sit there and cry because sometimes it's an ache, sometimes it's a stabbing pain, and it is really, really, really painful. I'm not joking when I'm saying it's just really, really painful, and it like stresses your whole entire body out. And like when you're in pain like 6 days constantly, it's really, really, your body takes a hard hit. And like I say, I'm still trying to do stuff. I can't peel taters anymore, I can't cook veg anymore, which is a pissant of a twat. I have trouble washing pots, it makes my hands but like I say, I'm still trying. I used to be able to walk around the car boot like 3 and 4 times without even thinking about it. Now, once it's just a hell of a strain for me. It knackers me out, and it's just so difficult for me, and it is pibbling me off. So yeah, so sometimes that's why I'm out the loop. Fibromyalgia is not a good thing, and some people, do manage to, carry on as much as they can. Some people can't. Some people have got to the point where their body's that stressed they just can't. And I totally understand, where they're coming from. I actually got in an argument on Facebook the other day in the fibromyalgia support group, because there was a woman talking about their story, because everybody's story is different, everybody's pain is different, not everybody's got the same pain. People suffer from different things. She was on about that she's got a family, and that she tries to push through the pain. She gets up and cooks and gets up and clean, and it says I do the same thing. I try to push myself, and somebody got the wings all in a flapper and decided to message me telling me that I was totally inappropriate with my comment, and I make people with fibromyalgia feel bad, which instantly got me agitated. I'm not going to sit there and let somebody call me, inconsiderate and stuff like that to other people's feelings, because I totally know how they're feeling. She's basically saying that, she's got to the point in her life where she can't push through the pain. The pain is too bad. It makes her feel bad because I say that I'm pushing myself. But just because I push myself doesn't mean that I'm asking anybody else to push theirself. And because some people can't push themselves, I don't want them to feel bad because I've pushed myself. Everybody's different. I mean, loads of people in the group said the same thing, that they try and push themselves, they try and be positive, they try and push themselves even though they get in pain. But these people was like this woman was getting really nasty. And the person who put the comment, she actually commented to the other woman, and she said, look, Sheila was doing no wrong. She was just stating, like I did, that we like to try and push through the pain, even though we do get in pain. She says, so everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but she said she's not trying to make anybody feel bad, and she said the message that she was trying to convey wasn't on about feeling bad, just trying to, be a little bit positive, and we're just trying to carry on. Some people can't, and we understand that. We feel for them because we know how hard it is. Believe me, some days I sleep, some days I don't hardly do anything, and it is difficult. So yeah, I did get into a bit of an argument, and the woman said that she tried to apologise to me. No, she did not. No, she did not at all. She did not try to apologise to me at all. She was just telling me that I didn't know what I was talking about, and that I was inconsiderate and I was making people feel shit. No, I wasn't making people feel shit. I was just saying that I get up and do what I need to do. And yes, I do put myself in pain, but I'm not asking other people to do that. So yeah, it is a bit difficult. It has changed my life. I still don't feel like I've got the proper answers. So yeah, it is a bit difficult for me right now, and like dealing with my dad and dealing with the quote unquote, I will say, fibromyalgia, because even though it said probable fibromyalgia, the nurse said it was fibromyalgia, it still don't make me feel, like I've got answers fully, and I'd like answers, fully. I mean, a lot of people, when they've had they've been told like fibromyalgia, they've had tests, they've had MRI tests, scans, blood tests. I've had none of that. They should be ruling out stuff. My mum is riddled with arthritis, and I feel that I may have a bit of arthritis because I do get swelling, and swelling is, typical of arthritis. But no, I didn't get nothing. So I do still feel like I'm in the loop about everything. But like I say, I'm going to try carry on. I want to upload some more videos because I feel like my channel is just lacking. I really haven't really been buying that much from the car boot. I've been buying a few bits that I have put to one side, but there's so many dealers on there now that are buying makeup and clothing and shoes. You can't hardly find any shoes because people are buying them and sending them abroad to sell them abroad, so that's like really difficult now. And plus the shoes that I do tend to buy, which is not very often, Midi bloody chews them. She's terrible for it. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to do a video, just to, you know, get you in the loop about my fibromyalgia, you know, diagnosis. If any of my subbies have got fibromyalgia and, you know, would like to come on and talk to me, or, you know, go onto my Facebook and inbox me, you know, I'd really appreciate that, because I do struggle with the pain. It is very, very painful, you know, and I do get down and it does make me cry. And it's just, I do feel for anybody that's got it, because it does change your life, and it's not a nice thing to have. You know, some people are in wheelchairs. It can cripple people because it knackers the legs and that. So I hope that don't happen to me, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I'll try and keep carrying on. Like I say, if you've got fibromyalgia and you've got any tips and tricks, please inbox me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please click like and subscribe. And like I say, what's most important to me is, you know, the comments. Please come on, comment, tell me what you think and stuff like that. And I'm going to get going, because it's really, really hot up here. I'm going to sit outside with my parents and my hubby, get a bit cold, get a drink, and I'm going to get going. So take care of yourselves. Until next time.